If there's one thing that I can say that's the most important thing for any man to take away, is that you always forgive, but never forget. There's been so many times in my life when I've chosen to forgive someone and I've allowed myself to forget what they've done, how it's truly affected me. So I understand what I'm talking about here when I'm telling you that you should never forget what someone has done, even if you forgive them. You might be feeling betrayed by somebody that you care about, maybe a family member, maybe your friend or an ex, and you're choosing to forgive them. But you're also stuck in that now cognitive dissonance, wondering if you should forget what they've done because they're telling you to move on. They're telling you to not care about it. What happens when you forgive, but you don't forget? When you choose to allow the same patterns to keep reoccurring in your life. You allow somebody to disrespect you. You allow somebody to continuously take the piss. You allow somebody to manipulate you into thinking that they are right for how they're treating you. They're telling you to leave it. They're telling you to move on because they want to have more access to your life. They want to treat you like shit. But that's not your fault, brother. You've got a good conscience. You choose to be nice to people because you want and expect that nice to be reciprocated back to you. But people are not like that. Get that shit out your head. In the next few minutes, I'm going to help you understand why it's important that you learn to always forgive and never forget. I'm going to show you how you should always go about forgiving someone, but never ignoring the same patterns or red flags that they've shown you. So you can learn to have strong relationships with people that truly care about you, people that help you thrive. You can build a strong social circle of people that truly care about you. Hello, I'm Jay and welcome back to the channel. I'm a little bit tired because I just came back from work and whatnot. Thank you for your comments, likes and subscriptions. If you have any sort of ideas about the channel, please let me know, bro. And yeah, what happens when you forgive but you don't forget? There's been so many different points within my life where I've forgiven people. I've given them that second chance and I've decided to turn a complete blind eye of the habits of what they've shown me. They've disrespected me. Maybe I've been cheated on. Maybe I've been told that I'm not good enough to do something by the people that I love, bro. How many times has that happened to you? How many times has somebody told you something about yourself? Things that you'd never expect to come out of your mouth. And it always comes from the people closest to you. Most of the time, it never comes from your enemy because you expect them to treat you a type of way. But the one thing I always say to myself internally is, it's always better to forgive. It's never good to hold on to the bad stuff that's happened to you, because not forgiving somebody is like drinking poison and expecting that other person to die. You've probably heard that quote before, bro. How many people have you drank this metaphorical poison and expecting to die from it? It brings you down. It's like a toxic noose that's held over your neck because you're unable to forget about the past. But then we have another caveat to this story. Forgive, but don't forget. The majority of things that men get confused or messed up about, or I'd say misconstrued is a better way to say it, is they do forget. Well, no, they don't forget. They do forget, yeah. They do forget. You should never forget how somebody treated you. You want to have this moral obligation to be a better person and look past people's faults because you understand that you're not perfect yourself. And so therefore you want to give people the benefit of the doubt. But the problem is humans are opportunistic, bro. We love to take the piss out of people we think we can take the piss out of. And knowing you, because you're such a good and kind-hearted person, you're trying to do your best by people. Maybe you haven't been the best. Maybe you've, I don't know, cheated before, or maybe you've done something wrong. We all have our demons. We all have our dark side. So you're trying to be a better person now. But what happens is when you begin to let yourself down, let down your curtains to try and advocate for somebody else's failings. What do? You choose to forget how they've treated you. They manipulated you. They gaslighted you. They continuously bring you down to the pits of despair that they're in themselves. But you decide to say, well, no, let me give them the benefit of the doubt because I'm not perfect myself. Don't ever cuck yourself down to the level of somebody else simply because you want them to feel better. Forgive, but never forget. It's not about holding the person and their actions against them for their entire life. It does sound like that, but it's protecting you and your energy. When you don't protect your energy, that's why you're so tired all the time. That's why you're so drained around certain people. That's why you've got no energy to make friends or do the things that you want to do, because you're stuck around the people that continuously drain you. And the funny thing about this is all subconscious. It's one of those things where you can go your entire life. So, for example, think about your family members. You might look at your family members as people that are integral to your life. And so, the things that they might do may not truly click in your head that might be good and or bad because you're so used to it. What's that going? It's your ignorance is bliss. It's easier to be ignorant because it requires more energy to get out of your current situation than it is to stay in it. But if you look around at how people are treating you in your life and what you've allowed to run, it's a direct correlation of what's happening in your life right now. What do you want from life? You want success, you want happiness, financial independence, autonomy, a beautiful wife, a massive friend group that truly care about you, people that truly understand who you are as a person, every little autistic part about yourself, every little dyslexic part about yourself that makes you you. But you don't have those people because you allow other certain people into your life. There's this other quote that I said to my cousin earlier today that goes, "A cat that wants to become a lion needs to lose its appetite for mice." You've got to lose your appetite for bullshit, bro. If you want to become a king, if you want to level up, if you want to be the best version of yourself this year and the next and for the years to come, you've got to lose your appetite for that bullshit. And that means these habits of self-serving and self-sacrifice because you want to be a nice person. Being nice doesn't exist. Be you. And that's not to say that you're not nice because, you probably are to an extent. But stop expecting yourself from other people. That does not exist. And remember, bro, never forget who you are.